Hi, I'm Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. So have you just discovered that the draw, the reason you're attracted to a certain person, the very reason you even got involved in the first place, has suddenly become the drawback? The reason you're not interested in them? How does that happen? There's some kind of phrase that's similar to the same reason you marry them will be the reason you divorce them. But let me explain. It has more to do with us balancing ourselves. Most of the spark that happens, the thing that makes us initially attracted to somebody and want to be with them, is that we see some aspect of their personality, a quality that they have that we desperately need to have. And we desperately need to have it, especially when we haven't had it, when we've had the absence of it or its opposite. For example, if you're a guy who's been dating a girl and she was so volatile, you never know where you stood with her, and it was hot and cold, in and out, you never got a read. When it was great, it was great. When it was horrible, it was horrible. When you finally get out of that and you kind of dust yourself off and start all over again, what are you going to be looking for? A wild, hot-headed, passionate woman? No. You will be looking for a solid, grounded, cool, chill, rational woman that you can have a real relationship with. So that's your opposite. So the reason you want what you want is because you needed to have it last time and you didn't have it. Same is true for the person that just leaves a sexless marriage, right? They're going to want a highly sexual and a very warm, passionate relationship. Now, what we're doing in all of this with our desire is that we are trying to find a balance. So the pendulum will start here and go to its opposite. That's normal. We want this to happen. And the lure and the attraction, the draw, when we correct again, should come more to here. Whether you know it or not, you're actually refining your prototype for dating. It's you. You're the one who's refining it by whom you date. Because each time you don't have an ingredient, you want another ingredient that was missing. And the good news is at the very end of all of this, we come up with a formula that is correct for us. Just the right amount of everything. And it's a lot like buying a home. When you look at a home, there are those must-haves, and then there's just this wild card. There's some other aspect. You can be going in one direction, you find something else, but it's got everything you need. It's a little bit different, but it's got everything you need. So this is about you correcting yourself. Beware of extremes. When you find you're drawn to somebody for some very dominant quality that they have, you may also find yourself in very short time equally unattracted to them because of how that impacts your relationship. Like, I like really disciplined men. I find that sexy. And I know that with the disciplined men that I've had, they can be a nightmare to live with. I mean, I feel like I'm regimented in, so you don't have to necessarily get the extreme version. Ask yourself when you meet a partner, what is the draw? And if it's only one or two dominant characteristics, remember, they can actually drive you crazy. You love the look of this athlete. Their body is amazing. What you don't like is being alone most of the time, waking up alone because they're training, going to bed early because they have to go to bed. There are lots of downfalls. You like the person who is so ambitious. It sounds so good, except that they never have time for you. So remember, the draw can easily be the drawback. Look for what you want, but beware of extremes. Hope this helps you. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. And if you prefer to listen to podcast, please tune in to the Susan Winter Show on iTunes. Thanks a lot.